Hi, my name is Amar. In this video, I will talk about get storage and email validation. Let me tell you what I will do here. As you can see, there is a text field and there are two buttons, write and read. In this text field, I will write the email and after that I will click on the write button. Okay. Now, once I click on the write button, it will validate the format of the email. If the format of the email is valid, it will store that email as a key value pair, and to store the email as a key value pair we will use get storage library. Okay, and whenever I will click on the read button, it will read the stored email and it will print it. Okay, let me show you how I will achieve this. To use the get storage in the pubspec.yaml file, I have used the get storage library. Okay, and I have used the get library as well. To use the get storage, we need to use the get storage library, and to use the other getx functionalities, we need to use this get library. Okay. Now in the main.dart file, you can see there is a main method, and in the main method I have written get storage.init. It is used to initialize the storage driver. Okay. And this method has been declared as async because here we are using await. Okay. After that, there is a myapp class which is extending the stateless widget, and here I have created the object of text editing controller. Okay, and after that I have created the object of get storage class. Now in the build method, I have used get material app having the title as get storage and email validation. In the home, there is a scaffold widget. In the app bar, in the title, I have written get storage and email validation. In the body, there is a center widget. As a child of the center widget, I have taken a column widget, and in the column widget, as a children, I have taken a padding widget and I have given a padding of 16, and as a child of this padding widget, I have taken a text field, and in the controller of the text field, I have specified email editing controller, which I have created here, as you can see. Okay. After that, there is a sized box having a height of 8. Okay. After that, again I have taken a padding widget and I have given a padding of 16, and as a child of this padding I have taken a raised button, and in the child I have given the text as a write. Now whenever I will click on that write button, at that time on praised will be called. In the on praised, first of all we need to validate the email, and to validate the email we need to use getUtils.isEmail. This getUtils is provided by the getx library. Okay, it contains a method isEmail with the help of which we can validate the format of the email. Okay, and the email which we are writing in that particular text field, to retrieve that I have written email editing controller.text. Okay, so whatever we are writing in that text field will come here, and with the help of this method it will validate the format of the email which has been stored here. If it is okay, at that time I will call the storage.write. Storage is the object of the get storage class as I have created here, as you can see. Okay, now this get storage class provides a method write, with the help of which we will store the email as a key value pair. Here email is the key and the email editing controller.text will be the value which will be stored in this key. Okay, and if the email is invalid, then with the help of get.snackbar, I will provide the message as incorrect email, provide email invalid format, and the color text will be white, background color will be red, and the snack position will be bottom. This is snack bar I have already discussed in my getx video. Okay, after that again I have taken a sized box. Then there is a raised button, and in the raised button I have given the text as read, and in the on praised we need to read the value from the key storage. Okay, and to do that we use a method which is called as the read, and in the read method we need to specify the key name. As you can see here, I have specified the key as email. So to read the value we need to specify the key here, and the value which is associated with that key will be retrieved and it will be printed. Okay, let me show you. Let me go here. Let me provide email like this A. Okay, after that if I click on the write button, then you can see it is providing incorrect email, provide email invalid format, because it is checking the format of the email. Okay, now here I am providing the email as admin@gmail.com. Okay, now once I click on the write button, now it is not complaining about the format of the email, and since the email format is valid, it will be stored in the get storage. Okay, and once I click on the read button, let me show you. Once I click here, then you will see the email is admin@gmail.com. okay, this means we are reading the value from the get storage by using this one. Okay, the email is admin@gmail.com. this is how we can store the value into the get storage. We can read the value from the get storage, and we can validate the email. Okay, and there are some more methods associated with get storage class. Let me discuss those as well. As you can see here in the note I have written, the get storage is used to store the value as a key value format. It can be used to store string, int, double, map and list. Okay, now if we want to listen for the storage changes, then we can use storage.listen, and after that in this method whatever you will write here, that will be fired. This means whenever we are trying to add the value to the get storage, at that time this event will be fired. Okay, now whenever we are subscribing to this listen event, it should be disposed, and to disposed we will use storage.remove listen method, and after that in the bracket we need to specify that event name which we have created here. In my case the event name is listen. Okay, now if you want to listen for the changes as per key, it will listen for all the keys which has been stored in the storage, but if you want to listen for a specific key, at that time we can use storage.listen key, and after that here the key name will be there, and after that the value which has been stored against that key will come here, and after that we can perform the action which we want to perform. Okay, if you want to remove a key, then we will use the remove method, storage.remove, and after that the key name, right? If you want to remove all the values, at that time storage.erase. Once we call this method, then all the keys which has been stored in the storage will be erased. Okay, now if you want to create the get storage with a name, at that time we will create the object by providing the name here. As you can see, get storage g equals to get storage my storage. Here the get storage will be created with this particular name, and when the get storage is created with this particular name, at the time of initialization we must write actually get storage.init, after that the storage name. Okay, now if you are using this means we can create multiple containers with different names actually. Okay, this is all about get storage and email validation, and this is the entire code. As you can see, I hope you have liked my video. If you have liked my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.